Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a flight booking program, a program to book flights. So let's get into it. First things first is you're going to want to create a new project folder. I've already done that. I'm in PyCharm. We're going to be doing this with the Python language. So you're going to click up here. You're going to hit File, New Project, and then you're going to name your project. I already made mine earlier, so I'm just going to run you through this real quick. You're going to name it flight bookkeeping, or not flight bookkeeping, flight booking application or program. You'll hit create. Once you do that, you'll get the main Python file that pops up. Okay, so first things first, as I usually say, comments are very important. Multi-line comments. We're going to be using a multi-line comment, pretty much explaining what this application is for. So the flight booking application is designed for clients to book their flights online at their convenience. Okay. Now that we have that set up, we're going to bring out our first function. It's going to be define greet user. I don't know why, but my computer's running very slow tonight. I had some other programs running, like my browser and stuff like that was open. So I noticed, like, if you close some of that down, it will help with the slowness in the computer. Okay, so we're going to greet user. That's the first thing we're doing. So we're going to use the print function. And we're going to say welcome to our online flight booking service, exclamation point. So that's the first thing that's going to pop up when the user runs the program. We're going to use the print function again, and we're going to say I can help you book a flight, period. Let's get started. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to our next function, which is going to be the get destination. So the purpose of this function is to get the user's input on where they're trying to go. Get destination, and we're going to say destination equal to the user's input. So it's going, when you use input, it's asking for the user right here to input where they're trying to go. So we'll say, please enter your destination, colon. And remember, the colon, we never use a colon, especially like in if and else conditional statements. Pretty much you're saying the next line of code is related to the line of code that you use the colon in. So we're going to return the destination, whatever the user puts in. Next, our next function is going to be define get departure date. So the purpose of this function is to ask the user what date are you trying to leave? What date are you trying to book your flight? So departure date equal to input. Remember, the input is what the user is going to put in. I'm going to put please enter your return date, or excuse me, your departure date. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Please return your departure date, and then we're going to ask them to do it in the format of the year 2023 or 2024, whenever they're trying to book this flight. 4-digit year, 2-digit month, 2-digit day. And then we are going to, let's see, it's colon. Remember what the colon is. The colon is pretty much, like I said before, linking the next line of code with that line of code. So we're going to return the departure date. Whatever the user puts in, we're going to return that departure date. Okay. Okay, what is going on here? Return departure date. Oh, did not spell return correctly. That happens a lot. At times, like, you type it, and for some reason, like I said, my computer's kind of slow. Sometimes it doesn't register it. So now that we've done that, we're going to move on to the return function. Define get return date. And return date is going to be equal. Remember, the equal sign of it. When you have one equal sign, you're pretty much assigning the value to the variable. So whatever the return date will be, whatever the user puts in, that is the value. The variable is the return date. The value is whatever the user puts in. Let's see, return date. So we're going to use input, the input function again. We need to know, we need the user to input where they're trying to go or when they're trying to come back. So input, and then we will say, please enter your return date. I want to ask them to do it in a 4-digit year. 4-digit year, 2-digit month, 2-digit day. And then remember, we're going to use the return again, return function, and we're going to say return date. So whatever that user puts in, that's what's going to be returned. Next function we're going to use, I'm going to say define. We're going to say get passenger count. The purpose of this function is to get the passenger count from the user. How many flights or how many people are they booking in this flight? Or how many people they're trying to get, how many tickets are they trying to buy for this flight? So I'm going to say passenger count, the variable, is equal to int. Int is short for integer. So we're going to ask them to put in a number of how many people they're going to have or how many tickets they're trying to buy. Integer is a whole number. Float is a number with a decimal. So So we'll say integer, and then we're going to say input because we need the user to input the amount. You might be hearing thunder in the background. It's been raining a lot today. So please enter the number of passengers, colon, and then we're going to say return passenger count. So whatever the passenger, whatever the user, whatever the passenger, the number of passengers they put is what we're going to what's going to be returned unto us. Next function we're going to use is define confirm booking. Pretty much this is the end part, confirmation of their booking, giving them the departure date, pretty much the record of everything that the information they've given us, and all the details of their flight. So define confirm booking. It's going to have destination, departure date, return date. You may be asking too, like why the underscores? Python does not like white space, so it's just part of the PEP 8 guidelines. White space is anything like this. You see how I get an error for that. So to correct that, we use underscore. Return date and passenger count. And then we're going to use the colon, which, like I said before, the colon is pretty much assigning the next block of code or the next line of code with this one right here. It's pretty much a connection point. So we're going to put print, and we're going to say great, exclamation point. Here are the details of your flight, colon. And the colon is connecting the next block of code with this line. Print. I'm going to say destination, colon. We're going to get out of the string, and it's going to print their destination that they chose, or it's going to say the destination that they chose. We're going to hit print, use the print function again. This time we're going to say departure date. And we're going to step out that string, and it's going to put the departure date of what they chose. Departure date. Oh, what's going on here, dude? Next, we're going to print the return date. Comma. And we're going to do the return date. And this is pretty much printing out. We have the string return date, and then when you don't have quotation marks, that means it's not going to print. It prints out the literal what the value of the return date is. So whatever the user, booked as a return date, it's going to print that. When you have it in quotation marks, like if I remove this return date right here and just hit print for this return date, it'll just print the literal string return date. Next thing we're going to do is hit print to use the print function again. This time we're going to say passenger, count, colon, comma, and the comma, pretty much what it's doing is creating space between the passenger count of the string and then the literal passenger count for how many people the user placed, or how many tickets the user bought for people. And then lastly, we're going to put print your flight has been booked, period. Enjoy your trip. And we are almost done. You guys are doing very well. Thank you for sticking around. And the last function we're going to use is define main. And this is the main loop, the main function, pretty much what lines up everything and makes the whole program flow how it should. So we have the greet user, part of the main function, our first one. Destination equal to get destination. We have departure date. Departure date is equal to get departure date. We have return date. Return date is equal to get return date. And then we have passenger count is equal to get passenger count. I need to plug my laptop in real quick. Last thing I want is this to die on me. 1 second. All right, cool. And next we're going to do confirm booking, confirm booking destination, departure date, return date, comma, passenger count. And then we'll say if. Remember, we don't use the parentheses for this part. We're going to say if name is equal to main, equal to main. And this is pretty much the loop. This whole this whole main function right here is pretty much lining up the entire program on how it should run. And then we'll put main. Okay, we should be good to go. Let's see what these weak warnings are. These are for the doc strings up here. It's saying that a triple doc quoted string should be used for used for doc strings. I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to leave it be. It's not really important. Let's run this program. We're going to hit the play button. So here we go. It says, welcome to our online flight booking service. I can help you book a flight. Let us get started. Please enter your destination. So let's say New Mexico. It says please enter your departure date. We'll say 2023 dash 08 dash 22nd. So August 22nd, 2023. Then it says enter your return date. We will say our return date will be 2023 dash 09 dash 25th of September. And it asks you how many passengers. Enter the number of passengers. I'll say just me. Put one. And it says your flight has been booked. Enjoy your trip. So, and right here it says, great. Here are the details of your flight. It says destination, New Mexico. Departure date, August 22nd, 2023. Return date, September 25th, 2023. Passengers, one. Your flight has been booked. Enjoy your trip. So pretty much that's the whole program. Very simple program. It's a good beginner program. It gets you used to, once again, conditional statements. It gets you used to defining functions, things like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you like my channel, if you want to see more of these videos, hit subscribe. You'll be notified for every time I make a video. Thank you for your time.